Mgtow Millionaire Lesson 21 Awakening. Thank you for dropping by to my little corner of the web. This is Fokker Truman, your host, back with another video. Let me first start saying thank you so much for my first 10 subscribers. This was a very small but very important goal of mine for this little channel. Because of this channel, I have created a Facebook page and a Twitter, and it will be down in the description below, so you can contact me at any time, so that I can fulfill my promise of helping you in any way, shape, or form to reach your financial freedom. I'll use everything I've learned, everything I was taught, and everything I picked up along the way, plus some cheat sheets, as you can say, in order to help you free yourself from the system from the monetary standpoint. Having said that, thank you so much. It means the world to me. The goal of this channel, above all things, is to free men from the system, to help them in any way, shape, or form to become financially rich if possible. I chose 10 because the probabilities of success are divided in 1 out of 9. So 1 out of 10, I think my probabilities increase, because if one of you becomes rich, I'll consider this endeavor an incredible success, and that will be enough for me. If I can help change the life of one man, I can say that I've lived a good life. One soul is just as important as a million, because one soul is what I am. So I expect that if I consider my soul or my inner self important, I consider helping one soul or one man or one person just as important as myself. Anyway, having said that, when I meant awakening at the beginning of the video, it's a little concept that I've been, musing in my mind these past few months, very concerned in regards to the future of Mgtow. The Mgtow men are awakened. They are awake to the situation of female-male relationships. They know how it works. They know how much of it is men turning into objects, and men using women as objects of sexual desire and sexual satisfaction, etc. So romanticism and love and all those terms go out the window. But then one thing happens. Mgtow men are the ones that are knowledgeable to the truth. And if they don't reproduce, then what? We constantly go waking up other men throughout the world, and we walk away from the plantation and leave everything behind, and there's nothing left there. I am blessed by the fact that I'm still able to raise my own child, and he's a boy. That's such a blessing to me, and I'm not saying and speaking that there is a God using blessing. It's just a blessing because I feel blessed. I feel that that's something great that the universe, that the world itself has given me, that my boy is that, a boy instead of a girl. And I try to instruct him and teach him as much as I can in the dichotomy and forms of female and male relationships, so he doesn't have to go through what I did. And even if he does, at least he'll be far better prepared than what I was. Having said that, what happens? In the last video, we talked about the love of a dog, the love of a pet that will truly love you regardless of anything. And I also mentioned in the last video that there are children, sons and daughters, that will kill their own parents for money, or will do just about anything, even destroy them in order to get their hands on money. And how fleeting and how hard it is to obtain love. We all know this. But I still believe that the Mgtow philosophy, or the herbivore men of Japan philosophy, it's like, forget women because they're too much trouble, they're not worth it. This is undeniable in most cases for the Western world. But I got a question for you. What happens after that? I still believe, at least in many of us, and at least in me, and this is what I wonder, and I ask you a question, that it's my responsibility to teach my son the ways of the Mgtow men, so he grows wiser. But I also fear and I dread the fact that the smarter men, the men that are that acknowledge, that understand this and see this and know how to operate with this will disappear in the future. We will be less because we will just simply go our own way and just unplug from the entire society. Not saying that it's going to happen, but it's just like, screw you, I'm going my own way. I don't have to stay here. And the men that are going to reproduce are the ones that are trapped in the system, trapped in their minds, into the social construct that destroys them, because they're just fools, and they will create anarchy and all other stuff. And true male behavior and true male paradigm will disappear, or at least will dilute itself severely, and no one will be happy. I still believe, even if in the future my son were to betray me for my money, I try to hang me from a tree, and being philosophical here, not literal. I still find that, as I said about my dog, every time I hug my son, I find a great deal of appreciation for my life, for him, for the future. And as I said, for the blessings, I consider that the world blessing, but let's say the feelings that the situation and the relationship produces in me. That for some reason I have that feeling of responsibility deep within me. Maybe it was because the way I was brought up, the situations I experienced, the socio-economic environment. That will be for another video, but the thing is, I consider it vital and important to do that. And I wonder if, since we won't need women anymore to have children, can Mgtow men raise men, true men? We really don't need women anymore, technically, as long as you have the money. That's why making men rich, it's my goal, it's my hope, more than anything else. One man that becomes rich out of this little channel, that will be good enough for me. If there's 100, 1,000, 7,000, even better. That's the point of this channel, because I have this inner belief that I want to ask you if you believe it too, or if I'm completely wrong and I'm talking out of my ass. I believe that we should raise the next generation of Mgtow men, not just waking up the ones that are here already. But that's just me. But that's a bare minimum reason I created this channel, as a testament for my son when he grows up. So thank you for subscribing, and let's begin. If you need anything from me, I started out with the Facebook page and the Twitter page because I'm not so social media savvy, but I'm trying my best. So subscribe, like, comment, do whatever, and never ever give up. An F to those that turn their back when there is trouble. Fuck it, Truman signing off.